Lama joining us, so that's really nice.
I'm Justin. I'm from Georgia, close to Atlanta,
Awesome.
Southeast United States. I'm under my wife's name, Rebecca Doan, though, so that's why that's different. I don't have my own name for Zoom just yet.
Nice to meet you.
I wondered, you didn't look like a Rebecca, so I was thinking, oh, this is something on there.
Sometimes I joke about it. I say I used to be Rebecca.
Oh my goodness.
I'm on Zooms all day for work, and so many people log in under like their kids login or their husband or wives, and half the time I don't know who I'm talking to, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. So more common than you think. Hello, Lama. Hello, Lama.
Hello, everyone. Tashidile.
Tashidale.
Good evening. Sorry for being late.
No problem. We're just happy to have you.
Okay, thank you. So I hope you all, everyone is fine. Yeah, doing well.
Everybody just introduced themselves and told us where they're from, so it was nice.
Yeah, that's very good to meet
Oh, yeah.
new people, and especially new people who are interested in Dharma, because we need the Dharma friends who can influence us. Yeah.
Very true.
Okay, let's start our teaching. Yeah. Okay, let's pray first.
Lama, I'll mute everybody, and then you can unmute
Yes, please.
yourself. So let me
Yes.
just do that very quick.
Pray to the all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas to bless us to have a right understanding of Dharma, so we can apply it correctly and benefit ourselves and benefit all sentient beings. One of the great obstacles that prevent us to achieve any kind of success in life, we call it attaching to comfort zone. We used to much attached to, oh, I have friends here, I have a family here, I have a good job here, I have a good room here, good food here. Yeah, so much attaching to comfort zone doesn't let us to take a challenge, take a risk. And without challenge, without taking any risk, success, the real success is like impossible. Doesn't matter what kind of success you're looking in this world, whether it is a success in samsara or whether it is success in the Dharma world. Yeah. So that's why we have to detached or be free from attachment toward comfort zone. Yeah. And the best method to be free from this attaching toward comfort zone is thinking about impermanent, thinking about the death. Okay, so since last two teachings, the master Mujutome Sambo advised us to study the flying meditations, benefit yourself, to benefit others. Yeah, you start from here, and then to best place to have a study of flying meditation is to go to solitude by giving up the homeland where we have so many obstacles of desire and angers. Better to go away from these places and stay in the solitude places where you can improve yourself, where you can understand yourself, where you can have a no disturbed volume practicing or any kind of practice. Yeah, this is what my advice. But again, order to go to solitude, solitude is not easy again. Of course, when we don't have any choice, we advise every ancient master advise that, okay, if you have no choice, then you can do solitude in your home, also 1 hour a day. Yeah, stay in the alone. Try to do your best to stay alone, and spend more time in practicing. If there's no other choice, that you cannot do it. But if you have a choice, if you can do it, then of course you should go to some solitude place where no one knows you, where you can stay with yourself without any disturbed. Stay with yourself by what? By practicing, by meditating. Yeah, because meditation is the only method which make you near to you. Understand? Meditation is the only method which makes you you. And meditation is the only method where you become you. Understand what I mean? By meditating, you become you. Okay, that's what every master, ancient master says. Now we haven't become ourselves. We have become something else. Okay, we have followed someone else. That's not our destinies. That's not our real aim of our life. That's why we're not feeling joy, what we are, who we really are. Yeah, right now, the situation, the condition of life. Okay, so meditation is the method to teach us how to become ourselves. Make you near to you, so become you, the real you. Okay, nice. But as said, or to go to solitude, you must give up the comfort zone. There's so many great people, okay, great talent, actually great talent, who have great talent, but their talent doesn't become beneficial to themselves nor to others. Why? Because of attaching to comfort zone. Okay, there's so many people, most of people, let's say, every people have a great potential, every people have a great talent. But this potential, this great talent doesn't become a cause of great success to benefit themselves and benefit others. Why? Because attaching to comfort zones. And if you are, and because of that, it became a big obstacle to attaching to comfort zones. So this not only samsara, but also in the Dharma world. Like if you are attaching to a comfort zone, then there's no way that you can transform yourself or really success in the Dharma world. Attaching to the comfort zone is the big obstacles. Now look at the history of the any dharmas. Yeah, in the ancient times, there is no comfort home, comfort room, comfort food in the ancient India, ancient Tibet, ancient China, ancient around the world. Let's say that time more awakened master born. Yeah, and now we have a comfort, all good food, good rooms, everything good, and became less like awakening master. Opposite happens. We have so many stories. In theory story, they don't have a book even to study. So they have to copy every single words. And they don't have a light. They don't have enough food. If you read the story of the ancient Buddhist master of India and Tibet. Right? But during those times, so many awakened master born, really master born, who risked their life to achieve the enlightenment, to achieve the real transformations. And now we have all kind of comfort in our life. Let's say we have 1,000 of books, people donating to the monks. Okay, and we have good food, good place, everything good. But the awakening master became less. Huh? Why this happens? Because of attaching to comfort zone. So this comfort zone problem is not attaching to comfort zone is the problem. Is not only lay people. It's a problem for monks also. It became problem to the monk also. Yeah, maybe attaching to comfort zone became more problem in the monk's life, especially in the monasteries. Okay, if you go to some monasteries, very nice monasteries, we have nice food, we don't have to worry about work, we have a good rooms. Okay, no need to pay any rent. Yeah, no need to worry about anything. Even we don't have to worry about like some kind of no worry about teachers. But every monastery has its own teachers who teach to the young monks. And these young monks are not come by some kind of experience, samsara, and they find out that samsara, a defect of samsara, they understand it, and they come to monk. Not like this, yeah, mostly became monk very young age. Okay, and they have lots of friends in the monastery and lots of comfort zones. And because of this, again, it became a big obstacle that nowadays even the monks doesn't like to go to some solitary places such as Himalayas and to make a retreat. Yeah, all happens how? Because of attaching to comfort zone. Okay, so as I said, every success, the greatest success of any kind of field, the greatest obstacle is this attaching to comfort zone. Because attaching to comfort zone don't let you take a challenge. Don't you let you to take a risk. And without taking a risk, real success is not possible. Every great success happens taking a risk. Okay, every great success happens because taking a challenge. Okay, nice. Now, what to do to give up this attachment to our comfort zone? Oh, now Master says, oh, think of death. Think of death. That you have a good family, good work, good brother, sister, everything good. But how long it will stay again? If it stay forever, then no need to worry about any practice, no need to worry anything. But it doesn't stay forever. The life that you have, every second is near to death. Yeah, of course we celebrate the birthday, but every celebration of birthday doesn't become a life near us. Yeah, it's not like you celebrate this birthday and you become more near to life. Every year celebrated birthday is near to the death, right? It means we are closer to death, and we cannot escape from it, and no one can save us from dying. It's impossible. I heard like a biggest dream of Americans is like how to live forever, not to die. Yeah, I'm not sure about it, but this is what I heard. Like Americans' dreams, one of the dreams, not to do something to not to die. Yeah, this is the dream. Is it? Yeah, but it's not possible. It's impossible. It's block the reality, and you cannot destroy the reality. The way we have a life, we have to die. Right? The way there's a morning, there's an evening, day, night. Yeah, everything has its own two sides of reality. Okay. So now the master said, the practice of Bodhisattva is to renounce this life concern. Yeah. So I want you to read, look at the book text. Yeah. Renouncing this life concern means should not attach to this life only. Okay, should not attach to this life only means all I want is have a big house, good enough money, and beautiful wife or beautiful husbands, and few children, and that's enough for me. I don't need to worry about next life. I don't need to worry about practicing. I don't care about this now because I'm happy now with my life. Or should not think this ways. You're happy now with this life, but this happy moment, it won't stay with you forever again. If it stays forever, then of course no need to worry. It is impermanent. It will be changing. And this moment comes, your friends, your homes, your whatever you have to left behind. Nothing you can take with you. That's why, you know, think that. So think that before death arrives, you have to do something with your life. So when you die, you can die happily. You can die without regret, without fear. You can die with joyful. You have to do that right now, from now on. Yeah, that's what the Master says. So the practice of Bodhisattva is renouncing this life concern. For friends and relatives, long occurred must all go their separate ways. See, no matter how many friends we have, no matter how many relatives we have, every day near death, when the death comes, then no matter how good friends you have, you cannot take. No one can come with you, nor you can take with them. Yeah. In our lifetimes, because of nothing is permanent. Even the friends are not permanent. Today's best friend became tomorrow's best enemies, like most hated enemies. Yesterday's enemies became today's best friends. Everything there's no guarantee what will happen. Okay, so you have friends and relatives. No matter how no matter how long this relationship you have with them, but when the day comes, you have to go all separate ways. The way you're born in this world alone, you have to go alone. It's not like, we are so friend, we are best friend. Let's die together and let's go next life together. There's no way to say that. And if that way, then it will be so nice to, yeah. Okay, we can take a pills to die together, but again, we're not gonna go together in other next life. Okay, that's what I mean. Yeah. So friends and relatives, long or cure, must all go their separate ways. It's like when you check in your own families, there was a there were grandparents, you have some relatives before, yeah. Now you can see their pictures. Now you can see some object of them that belong to them. Oh, this belong to my parents, or this belong to my grandfather, or this belong to my grandmother, or this belong to my aunties. All you can point out here object, which one belong to them. But you cannot meet them anymore. Why? They're gone. But there was a time when they were alive. There was time, yeah, they were alive like us. But now all we see is their picture in the frame. Is the same thing going to happen with us as well. There will time come when our friends or relatives only see us in the pictures. Oh, here, she was so nice. Here, her dress is, oh, the way she talked very nice. She was very kind. She was very nice. But now where is she? Oh, she's gone. She is no longer with us now anymore. We will point to our clothes, our dress, our objects that belong to us. That's what's going to happen for sure. Okay. So attaching to friends became obstacles. That not thinking that I have to die one day. I come in this world alone, I have to go alone. So before this alone journey begins, I must do something. So I have no fear. I don't have to fear anything. Yeah. It's not allowing us, the attachment not allowing us to thinking of this reality. Okay, that's why every must say, oh, think of that, think of that, think of that. You are not here permanent. Always remember, thinking of death is not make us fear. Understanding and fear cannot come together. Any practice of Dharma is not come with fear. It cannot happen. Okay, if you have a fear of Dharma, then you're not Dharma practitioners. Because understanding of you, if you do practice, that's a different qualities. Let's say if people ask you, why don't you steal? Why don't you go to homes and steal? What are you going to answer? Oh, if I steal, people police can catch me. Oh, if I steal, then people can catch me. Then big problem. If you say so, then what it means? It means deep down you want to steal actually. All you worry is police can catch me, yeah. And because you fear of police can catch me, if you say I don't want to steal because police catch me, it means you are a thief already. Okay, why I don't do any bad things? Because I will be born in hell. So I don't want to born in hell because of that reason. I don't do good and bad things. It also not right answers. I don't do bad things. Why? Because it's wrong. I follow right things because why? Because it's right. Because of wrong and right, I choose. Okay. So when every ancient master of Buddhism or any ancient master of Indian master advise us to think of death, it's not to make us fear, it's to make us to have awareness of reality of our life. And you cannot escape from it. You cannot run away from it. It's a reality. So when you think about reality, then you will understand the unessence of this life. It helps us to not to attach to this life which is going to die soon, disappear soon. Because of thinking of death, you will understand of that life which have no death. Understand? That's what every antimaster says. Like it's since Lord Milarepa. Okay. One of the quote of Milarepa where he said like advice like thinking of too much death. I reach in that state where no death arises. Okay, meditating on death day and night, again, think of death again. I reach in that state where no death can reach. Okay, like this, yeah. So death, meditating on death allows us to understand that life which has no death. Okay, this is the quality of what you call it, meditating on a death. So every Buddhist master advise or think of death. Okay. And think of samsaric suffering. These all sufferings and what do you call it, death. It's not sometimes negative. Okay, of course, some of the Western world had this idea that you think of lots of talking about death, suffering. It's something negative. No, we don't see it as a negative. We say it's a reality. That's why so many thinker from West, they say Buddhism is like some kind of religion of sad people. Buddhism is the person who want to be sad. Okay, so many people say, why Buddhism talk about lots of sufferings in this world? So many happiness also. Why talking about lots of suffering and death? Don't talk about death. Don't talk about sufferings. But they don't understand why we are talking about it. because you need to understand the suffering first. Before go to doctor, what do you need to understand first? I'm sick, I'm suffering. Yeah. By this understanding, I'm suffering, I have a sick, then you search for doctor and you take a pills. Without out of blue, you don't go to doctor. Yeah, we don't go to doctor out of blue. You go to after understanding we are suffering. Same thing. Yeah. When you understand, oh, I will have to die, and I don't know when I'm gonna die, and sure I'm gonna die, and when I'm gonna die, nothing can help, nothing to protect me. It'll help us to allow. Oh, I should then search for life which has no death. I should search for something when death comes, I can take with me. I can do with my life, I can do something with my life. So when I die, I can die with joy and without fear and regret. It allows us. Okay. so Buddhism is not a pessimistic, yeah, it's called pessimistic or optimistic. I'm not sure. Okay. Pessimistic. Okay. Pessimistic. Yeah. Okay. Pessimistic. Yeah. So Buddhism is not a pessimistic religion. Okay. It's a reality. We're talking reality. That's the reason if you see if you if you read the story of Lord Buddha, after enlightenment, okay, after enlightenment, you won't see any pictures or any stories where it shows that Buddha was today so sad. Oh, he was so sad. Or you don't see any sad picture of Buddha. Why this happens? Okay, before enlightenment, he was sad, let's say. Okay, he was in sad conditionings. But after enlightenment, there's no story that which says he was so angry. Or Buddha was so angry, Buddha was so desired, Buddha was fall into ignorance. There's no stories, nor any pictures that indicate Buddha's sad face. Why? Because understanding of suffering lead him to great happiness that never changed. And we never understand what is suffering, and we grasp those happiness, which is the reality of sufferings, which already sufferings, which always try to change. We are grasping to those temporary happiness, and grasping, attaching to temporary happiness make us go away from the impermanent, permanent happiness that never changed. Okay, right. So thinking of death is become one of the key factor allow us to humble. Oh, I have to die in this 60 or 70 years. Why I need to be fight with people? Why I need to be fool people? Oh, I should, whatever life I have, whatever time I have, I should live life right ways, so I can have a benefit myself and benefit others as well. Yeah, this kind of thoughts allow us by thinking of death. Okay, like this. So that's why Master he also say, oh, now give up the dislike concerns. How to give up? Or do not attach to friends and relatives that much. Because no matter how many attach to you, attach to them, you cannot go together. One day you have to be separate. Wealth and pride possessions painstakingly accrue must all be left behind. No matter how hardworking you earn the money. Make a big house, expensive car, no matter how many wealth you have. When the moment of death comes, yeah, you cannot take a penny from it. And most of people who spend lots of time in this only achieving the fame, popularity in the world, and when they die, they don't die peacefully. They die with great regret. Because they spend whole life for something which they're going to leave behind. They thought, maybe I will take with me. This is how they live their life. Okay, that's why we have ancient masters saying like so many people live like never gonna die, and they die like never lived. Okay, why this happens? Because of attachment to our possessions of samsaric fortunes. Yeah, that. So that's why master says, a number of wealth and possessions you have, once the real death comes, you cannot take anything. Not a single penny you can take with you. All you will left behind. So it means, so it again, when you think this way, it allows us, oh, then if I have to left all behind, then why I should use my energy and my time to something that I'm going to leave behind? Why don't I do something that I can take with me? Okay, I should do something with my life, that I can take with me. Or I should not use my energy and my time to those things which I have to leave behind. And okay, this allows us to, when you reflect on it. Okay. That's why every ancient masters, those who are born from in royal families, sons Lord Buddha. Okay, if you read the story of Lord Buddha, he was a prince, he was a king, yeah, and he left the palace again. Why? Why this left palace? What makes him the left palace that we all dream of? We all dream of this palace, and he left the palace. Why is that? What he see in the palace that we don't see? Understand? See, it shows how he give up the comfort zone. He have a palace, he have a beautiful wife, he have everything good, right? But he left all this comfort zone to achieving great success, which we call it enlightenment. Without it, wasn't possible for him to. Okay, so this all allowed him how? Because of the death. The story says one day Lord Buddha, and when he went out, he saw old persons. Okay, I don't know if you have the story of him. Okay, I want you to this story. Yeah, he's an old person, sick person, and dead persons. Yeah, dead body. And when he asked this carrot who right, like some kind of driver. When he asked him, oh, he mentioned that, oh, everyone has to die. Everyone has to become old. Everyone has to become sick. And no one can escape from it. When he understands it, it means, oh, I also have to die. Or also I became old. It means this life is not real life, man. Is it a life possible that has no death or no sickness, no suffering? Then he began the journey to search for life, okay, which has no suffer, which has no death. And that's what he found, the enlightenment. Okay, like this. All start from where? Start from the death, understanding the death, understand the sufferings. Okay, like this. And consciousness, the guest who lodge in the body must in time depart. Even our body that we are born with. Like we met our parents after death, after the born we come out. Yeah, let's say we met our brothers and sisters after we coming out from our womb, mother womb. And we have so many friends and so many possessions we own. We own these things after come out from mother womb. It's not like we come with our friends from mother womb. It's not like we bring all money when we come out from mother womb. Yeah, we get these things after coming out from mother womb. Yeah, what the thing which stayed with us was longest was our body. Okay, so he must say, oh, even the long body that you have, that is so much attached to it, that is so much believing that you are your body, oh, that also need to be left behind. Even this body that you have, you will leave behind. Even this body, you cannot take it. Okay, let's see. So it means the body became like a guest house, and our consciousness became the persons, the guest. It also means, oh, body is not ourself. It's indicating. Okay, like the guest house, guests stay in the guest house, but the guest is not a guest house. But our problem is we are so much attaching to our body, and we thinking our body is ourself. And when we eat, when we walk, we start to say, oh, I'm eating, I'm, never understand that whatever eating is, the body is eating, not myself. It's like, when you have a car, yeah? When you put a petrol in the car, you put petrol in the car, not the driver. It's not the driver who's having a petrol, yeah? It's a car who's having a petrols. Yeah, same thing, yeah. Our body is like some kind of guest house, and our self is like a guest. It's very much indicating that, oh, you are not your body. And believing yourself as a body, it also prevent us with so many reality, so many reality block us to understand us that we are not a body. And it became so much cause us to problems when you judge yourself through body appearance, and not let us to go beyond the body, not let us to see our real face. Okay, because of the attaching to this body also. Okay, like this. Yeah, so master indicating here also when he is a guest and guest house, when he giving this example, also mentioning us, indicating, oh, understand this body is just your guest house. You're a guest, and you are not your body. It means until now, whatever we understand with ourselves, we haven't understood ourselves yet. How we recognize ourselves, how we recognize other people, by only body. It means whatever recognize we have, whatever understanding we have for ourselves and for others, is not real understanding, real recognize. You understand? Yeah, not real. We haven't recognized, real recognize. Because we don't go beyond the body. You're only stuck in the body. And that's again become problems. Okay, nice. So you say, oh, so-called this body, or you have to left behind. So nothing in this world that you earn, it comes with you. Nothing friends or family members will help you. No one can. At the moment of death, all they can is cry and do some little prayer. No one can say, oh, you are my son, give me your pain, I want to take your pain, and you will die me happily or peacefully. Even they say so, there's no way to do so. No matter how loving wife or husband you have, when the moment of death comes, you cannot share the pains. There's no way to sharing. It's very much private experience. Yeah. At the end, all they can do is some pray and what do you call it? Some kind of cry. That's all they can do. Nothing much help they can provide us the moment of death. So much says, oh, think of death again. That you are going to die. Yesterday, someone has died. Today is someone dying, or tomorrow there will day come that you have to die also. And that when the death has a no certain, death has a no certain time. It's not like when you reach 80 years old and then you're gonna die until you reach 80, you don't die. It's not like that, yeah. If that happens, let's say we only die when you reach 80, then we can divide it. Oh, let's say 60 years I can enjoy, I can do all kind of samsaric things, and 20 years I can give to practice. Or maybe 70 years I do all kind of samsaric things, and 10 years I can do practice. We can, what do you call it, make a timetable. But again, there's no certain. Some people are dying young people are dying here. Healthy people are dying here. Okay, maybe sometimes healthy people die more, healthy people die than sick people. They take a lot of pills, they don't die, okay, they stay longer. And those who don't take pills, they are exercise, nice body, very healthy, flexible body, suddenly they die. So many young guys and young people are dying here. Yeah, it shows what it shows. It shows, oh, death has no guarantee. Death has no certain time. It's not like when you become old and only you die. These young people are dying. It's not like you die only when you become sick. Then healthy people are dying. It's not like you became poor, then you're gonna die. The wealthy people are dying. It's not like you have when you are powerless, then only you're gonna die. Poor people are dying. Every samsaric this death, when you say check, it shows that death is uncertain. We never know when is our last days. So it means death is for sure, but death is uncertain. It means now we cannot postpone. We cannot say, oh, I will do practice next year, maybe. I'm too busy now. I have lots of work. I have lots of family. I have this to do, that things to do. So maybe I will do next year. One should not say this. Why? Who will guarantee that you will stay next year? Who knows that you stay tomorrow? No one says that. No one can guarantee us. That's what we are saying of like tomorrow comes or next life comes. There's no guarantee. In Tibet, they have sayings. Okay, let's say you sleep tonight. Oh, I will go tomorrow beach and enjoy a little bit in the beach, and you sleep. And tomorrow you die. And the night you die and you're born in some kind of buffalo or goat. So it means which comes first? Your tomorrow didn't come. Your next life comes first. So that's why everyone say, oh, tomorrow comes or next life comes. Which first comes, we never know. So don't think about tomorrow, think about next life. That's how every ancient master advice. Think about next life. Do something that you can benefit in next life as well. Okay, so now the practice of death, we call it a meditation on the death. It's a one way of thinking that I'm going to die for sure. Second way of thinking, death is uncertain. I can die any moment. Just because I'm healthy, my body's healthy, or I have no problem, doesn't mean I don't die. Okay? And when moment of death comes, the real moment of death comes when no one can help me. So we meditate on these 3 points when we do a meditation of death. I have met before one Western friend. Yeah, he's doing a meditation on the death. So he said like, oh, it isn't that much effective him. So I asked him, how you do meditate on death? He said like, oh, I close my eyes and just death, 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 death. This is how I meditate on death, death, death. Who teach you? So he said, oh, this is how I understand. Maybe they say meditation on death means I should remember death, 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 death. Keep repeating. This is not a meditation on death. Meditation on death means you have to understand that, oh, I'm going to die for sure. Because people are dying. Yesterday people are dying, today people are dying, or they will come, I will die. Okay, healthy people are dying, rich people are dying, young people are dying, yeah, sick people are dying. Death in certainties. Even in my family, how many members have already died, right? And then this 3 point, yeah, you need to remember the 3 points when you do a meditation on death. That I'm going to die for sure. Later we will do it. Okay. And then death is uncertain. And moment of death, the actual moment of death, no one can help me. Nothing can help me. No matter how rich I am, no matter how powerful I am, no matter how young I am, no matter how much healthy I am, nothing can help. No one can help. Real actual moment of death. Even our doctor will say, I'm sorry. And our relatives and friends, all they can do is cry and pray. That's all. At that moment, we have to do a alone journey. There's no one with us. So in that moment, if we have nothing that we rely on, understand? In that moment, because we see our friends are just crying, they cannot do anything. Even our doctor cannot do anything. So whatever wealth I have, I cannot take. Now everything became like a meaningless in that moment. Now we need something that we can rely on. Understand? We can rely on. That's the Dharma. So that's why we say, oh, Dharma practice help us to die joyfully, without any regret, without any fear. Why? In that moment, we need someone or something to rely on. In that moment, only Dharma practice can help us. We can rely on that. We can rely on remembering the practice of compassion, practice of love, and die with this death, die with these thoughts. Okay, that's why this one of the every instance. Oh, when moment of death comes, only Dharma practice can help you because of these reasons. Okay, like this. But that doesn't mean like, oh, okay, I understand. During a moment of death, only Dharma practice help me. Then I will do Dharma practice moment of death. Now let me do it something else. That's not means, okay? Because moment of death, our mind remember those things, especially where we spend most. Understand? Let's your whole life, most of the time you never care about Dharma practices. Most of the time you indulge yourself into samsaric pleasures things. Now, even let's say, even we are dying and some master comes, oh, now think of me, love and compassion. Forget everything, forgive your family. Now time comes, you have to let it go. Now try to do meditations. Okay, moment of death, if master comes to say to in our ear, no, we cannot hear that. Maybe, who's gonna take care of my bank balance? Who's gonna take care of all our mind go there. Where we attached most, where we, go out or let's spend more time, our mind became busy more. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, the meaning what I'm saying. I hope you understand. Yeah. So it should not think like, oh, during the meditation I will do, when the moment of death I will do compassion practice and it's going to be fine. No, it won't. You won't understand. You won't remember. Even master will tell you in your ear, oh, remember the love and compassion. No, you cannot remember it. Okay. Thanks. From now on, when we are alive, yeah, when we have energy, when we have a time, we have to prepare. Okay. It's like when the war comes and you don't prepare, yeah. Before war comes, we have to prepare. Yeah, it's something like this. Yeah, the moment of death comes. Before the death comes, we have to prepare. Okay, that's why in Buddhism we have a practice of death practices. Okay, what kind of practice you should do in moment of death? We have some sketches or some work stages. You should read the book called the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying. Yeah, there's a book called Tibetan Book of Living and Dying, which is quite popular. Okay, of course, that master was quite fell into big scandals, but the book was profound. Sogil Rinpoche, yeah, it was a big fall into big scandal, but the book was profound, and book was based on ancient Tibetan masters, their life stories, based on the Buddha's teaching and based on the ancient great masters. Okay, so one should can read it, right? And then after that we have like a Bardo state, we call it. It's not like once you die and there's no life. Yeah, after you die, before taking a next life, there's another we call a Bardo state. All in Buddhism it shows what happens. You die, moment of death, what kind of feeling you have. All is explained very very nicely. Okay, maybe in future if I've got a chance, I will try to share with you this knowledge. Okay, okay. So thinking of death, so now the master is teaching us thinking of death is allowing us not to attaching to this life, not to attaching to this life comfort zone. And when you're not attaching to this life and this life comfort zone, allow us to take a challenge, to take a risk, to take a practice. No matter what kind of difficulty comes, I will face it. I will take a risk to achieve the enlightenment, to achieve the transform, to achieve the great compassion within myself, to achieve the great wisdom within myself. Oh, I will take a risk. Yeah, this is what it means here. Because of that reason, Omar is saying, oh, think of death, think of death. I don't remember this person's name, okay? He's from America. He was very popular before. His story was popular, actually, not him, but his story was quite popular. He came to Nepal and practiced Tibetan Buddhism. And because in Tibetan Buddhism, we talk about lots of death. Think of death. Samsara is suffering. Think of death. The life that you have is suffering. You're dying every day. There's lots of problem in life. Think why we're saying it, because so you don't attach to this life. So you can search for that life which has no sufferings. Right? So he didn't understand why Buddhism talk about lots of suffering and death in this. He never understand. Too much talking about it. It's not good. He don't feel good. Yeah. He never understand it. So after learning a few times, a while in the Tibetan Buddhism and practicing about this Tibetan Buddhism, he go back to the USA. And then suddenly after a few months, he got sick. And he went to doctor and doctor find out that he had a cancer. And he have a few months left. That in few months, only few months, and in few months, you're gonna say goodbye to this world. There's no way that you can stay longer than few months. Yeah. And we heard he became so sad. Now what to do? All he can do is practice. So from next day, he became very humble. He stopped watching TV. He stopped going to cafe. He stopped doing meaningless chatting. Okay, most of the time he focused on the practice. Very early morning till late night he practiced. He went to those people which he considered as enemies. Okay, to ask them forgiveness. Even it was their fault, but he went to the that, oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. It was my mistake. Forgive me. Okay. Even people start to insult sometime to him during these few months. He have no anger arise. No matter what kind of attractive man and woman he see, there's no desire about. No matter what kind of attractions he see. Okay. No matter how music, food, anything that attack our mind, he have no attack to them. No attachment. No attraction to them. There's no kind of desire on them. Okay, he became very humble and he became good practitioners. Okay. After a few months, he have to go to checking routine. Go there, yeah. And then this doctor says, "Oh, we are so sorry. That it was our mistake. That was a name mistake. He had the same name. It was so forgive us. We are so sorry. It was not you. You are okay. There's some other person that we make a mistake somehow. So we are extremely sorry." And he became so happy. He came home, come back home here. He was so happy. Now he go to bar, celebrate. Okay, and he start call his friends. Became a different again. Okay, again sleeping late, waking up late, talking with the friends, going to cafes. All sort of happens again. After 1 week, he start to think, wait, what's going on again? And then he realized why Tibetan masters pushing us to think of death. Why pushing us to think of death? Because after find out that he's okay, his all practice were destroyed. His practice will disappear. Like only a few moments of time he has to practice. He don't get a time for practice now. And most of the time, whatever he has, he spent with friends and cafes and bars. Now he understands, oh, why masters, Tibetan master or NC master ask for death, death, death. Why? Oh, now he understands. You understand that the person who understands he's dying, how can he be anger to anyone? Even they push, insult, speak harsh word, he will say, oh, it's okay, no problem. You can speak harsh to me, it's okay. Even insult me is okay. That's the humbleness comes. Think of that. Think of, even it happens to us, let's say tomorrow we're gonna die. We become so sure that we're gonna die tomorrow. And somebody say to us, oh, you are so stupid. You looks like a donkey, you looks like a monkey, then how are we gonna react? We're not gonna fight with them, yeah. So it's okay. You can say anything to me. I don't mind. Yeah. Why? Because we understand tomorrow is a death. And then no matter how good food people serve us, okay, attachment toward that food, we cannot have it. Okay, no matter how beautiful man or woman come in front of us, we cannot have a desire toward that. Why? Because of awareness of that I'm going to die. Tomorrow is my last day. Okay, so this allows us to not to attach to this life. Okay, the beauty of thinking of death. Our problem is we are so much attaching this life and we don't want to think of a death. And all we get is a death. Every ancient masters think of death, death, death. All they get at the end is a life which has no death. See the opposite? That's what happens. Yeah. So practicing of death allow us, is there any life which has no death? Or this is the only life, or this is no life? If this is any life that exists which has no death, how can I get that life which has no death? Is giving up attachment toward this life. And giving up attachment to this life only happens when I understand that this life is not real life, it has a death. I'm going to leave it soon. Okay, like this. Now the second practice of two practice are master advising, fifth and sixth are to have a right friend and have a giving up the wrong friends. Okay, again, that's order to improve ourselves. Yeah, or to improve himself in practices. It's also so important that because of the friends is the one that influence us. Okay, we learn many things with our friends. That's why so many thinkers from the West, they said like, what kind of future you will have in 20 years? They can tell us by looking at our friends. Listen, let's say we are walking with friends, those are always talking about desirable things. Then what kind of future you will have, they can tell us by looking at our friends. So it's so important to choose friends when you're walking on the path of Dhammas. Okay, that's why in Buddhism we call a Sangha is so important. See, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Dharma friends are important. Sangha is important. That's why Lord Buddha make a Buddha Dhamma, Sanghas, big Sanghas, gathering of practitioners. So you can stay under the right people. So you won't walk in the wrong path because influence of the right peoples. Okay, like this. Now the practice of Buddha is avoid destructive friends. Yeah, destructive friends. What the destructive friends really means? Destructive friends because of when you walk onto this, when you so much close to this destructive friend, then what happens? But because of them, you're all kind of negative emotions attaching towards samsaric pleasures. Your anger, your hatred become growing. You don't find a peace. All you find is something that harm your body or mind. And your all negative emotion become stronger. And because of your negative emotion became so stronger, and you don't have a time to study, reflect, meditations, because influence wrong friends. And because of influence wrong friends, they influence you in wrong way where you have no chance to cultivating your love and compassions. And your all love and compassion practice all disappears. All you study about Dhamma, reflect on Dhamma, meditate on Dhamma, started disappears. And then all negative emotions become stronger and stronger. If these companies that you're working with is making like you like this way, then they are the wrong friends. Or one should not walk with these people. One should not be so close to this type of people because they consider as the wrong friends. Because our goal is to be free from negative emotions, because we understand that negative emotions are the causes that make our life miserable. Negative emotions are really the cause that are giving us sufferings, not let us to enjoy the life that we have, not let us to free from sufferings. So now those causes that bring more or increase our negative emotion, it means they are wrong friends. Therefore, one shouldn't walk with them. Okay, wrong friend also considers that those people who have no thought of Dharma practice, they don't care about next life, they don't care about Dharma practice. All they care about enjoy this life. Okay. When I was in New York City, they call it honey and money. Okay, honey and money. Yeah, they say like get rich or die trying. Okay, whether you should be rich or whether you should try to die, that's the options. Okay, you should have a honey or you should have a money. That's the purpose. Yeah. Okay, that's the wrong friends. That's wrong. What do you call it? Informations or wrong teaching. Let's say. Yeah. So those, let's say we are a beginner, okay, and we are weak now. It's not the wrong friends are so strong that we influence. It's not like that. It's because we are weak. We are beginners now. Because that's why we have to stay away from these people. We have lots of wound within ourselves. Wound of anger, wound of hatred, wound of jealousy, wound of ignorance we have inside. So we should not go to these people who can increase this wound. Understand? If you go to subway, yeah, you go to in train, lots of crowd of people get inside, okay, train, okay, and you have a little wound in here in your hand. Let's say you broke your knee or you broke your hand, and when you enter the train, what do? You stay away from the crowd. Yeah, not because these people are so strong, because you have a problem, so you don't want them to touch your pain, touch your problems, touch your wound. Yeah, you stay away from them. Crowd, yeah, same thing. We stay away from them, not because they are strong, because we are weak now. We have so many negative emotions, and we don't want to let them to increase our negative emotions. That's why we'll stay away from them. Once you became free from negative emotions, then you go to thousand negative people. They cannot harm. Impossible. When you reach the state where there's no any negative emotion in you, there's no way that they can increase your negative emotions. You reach in that state. We call it samadhi state, okay? Now, then you can go to, then nothing can bother you. Nothing can attachment happen to you. Yeah. Because it's not the people's, we should be far away from them. Yeah. It's the attachment to other people, we should far away from them because the attachment. Okay, like this. So it's so important to order improve ourselves in the Dharma practices, choosing right friend and giving up the wrong friends. Okay, many young people are nowadays becoming drugs addicted or end up in their life in the prisons, whole life in the prisons, addicted to drugs, involved in some criminal things. How this happens are going influence the friends, because the wrong friend influence them, and they ended up in their life in the jail, in the prisons. Ended up their life as a drugs addictions or alcoholics. Yeah, all happen. Why? Influence on the wrong friends. So if you walk with the wrong friends, then you become also wrong. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Yeah. Like if you have a sandalwood, yeah, if you are like a sandalwood, but this sandalwood stay longer time with near the shit, then even the sandalwood smell shit. Understand? Same thing. Like you have a good quality and you stay with these people, slowly, slowly, you become like them for sure. That's why every answer must say, like Buddha say, oh, find a good friend, find the right friends. If you don't find it, walk alone. Walking alone is much better than walking with the wrong friends. Okay, this is what ancient master advise. Okay, maybe we'll stop today here. Yeah. Okay, now we will do a maybe few minute break and then we come back and then we do a short meditation together. Okay.
Lama, is that okay if we ask questions, or do you want to save
Yes.
those for now or the
Yeah,
end?
after meditation.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Thank you.
Okay, let's do a meditation. Yeah. Start and sit on the meditation positions. And then count, make your body relax first, and then count 21 times the breathing in and breathing out. 1, in and out 2, yeah, till 21 times. After counting 21 times, keep focusing on the breathing, how it goes in and how it goes is out. Just aware of breathing. No other things should be remembering. All your focus is just awareness of breathing. Everything, everyone should be disappear. Only you and your awareness toward breathing should be there. Only you and your awareness only be there, should be there. Okay, let's start. keep focusing on the breathing. Breathe in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathe out, I know I'm breathing out. Just be aware of the breathing. No other thoughts. Just pure awareness for breathing. Now we will do meditation on death. Now reflect. Oh, I'm going to die for sure. Repeat these thoughts. Every day, every hour, every minute, every seconds, my life became a shorter, shorter, shorter. always and became near to death. And I cannot stop it, nor I can escape from it. Oh, I'm going to die for sure. Even my family, many members of my family have died. All I can see is their pictures, but I cannot see them anymore. But there was a time when they were alive as me. Likewise, it's going to happen to me for sure. Sooner or later, my friends and relatives will see only a picture of me. I will be not here for forever. I am going to die for sure. Yesterday, someone has died. Today, someone is dying. Tomorrow, the day will come that I shall die too. I will die too. No matter how powerful I am, no matter how much wealth I have, no matter how many friends and loving relatives I have, nothing can, no one can save me, protect me from death. There's no way that I escape from death. There's no place in this world that death cannot reach. Oh, I'm going to die for sure. And death is uncertain. Can guarantee that I won't die till next month, till next year, till next week. No one can guarantee. No one can make promise that I won't die till next year, till next month, till next week, or till next day. Just because I'm healthy, it doesn't mean that I cannot die tomorrow. As many healthy people are dying. Just because I'm young and strong doesn't mean I cannot die tomorrow. There are many young and healthy people are dying, have died. I can die any moment. Maybe tonight is my last night. tomorrow is my last day. No one can guarantee, no one can promise that I will live till next year, till next week. Death comes to the healthy people, powerful people, weak people, old people, sick people. Any type, every type of people, death arises. The death is uncertain. Means I should not postpone to doing something which became a cause of happiness of moment of death. I should not postpone the practice of Dharma. I should not postpone the practice of love and compassion. I should not make any excuse because my friends, I have work and a family, I cannot do practice. I must not make any excuse. I must do much more about next life rather than tomorrow. I must do before the death reach me. I must transform myself. Oh, death is uncertain. And I'm going to die for sure. In actual moment of death, who gonna help me? What can help me? My family, my friends, they cannot help me. They cannot share the pain of suffering or those moments of death. I have to experience it alone. All they can do is cry and pray. No family, no friends, no relatives can help. No matter how much wealth I possess, I have. The actual moment of death, nothing can help. No matter how much I did hard work and collected the wealth, the moment of death, I cannot take single penny from it. I have left behind all of these things. Nothing can help. No one can help. I see myself helpless the moment of death. I need someone, something to rely on the moment of death. Friends, family members, wealth, I cannot rely on them. It becomes useless, meaningless, the actual moment of death. Oh, I understand. Only the experience of great compassion, great love will help me. Only the practicing of Dharma I can rely on, I can count on when everything, everyone else leave me. Actual moment of death, Only practice of Dharma will help me make it reliable. I should not postpone. I must not postpone the practice of Dharma. I'm near to death every day, every hours, every minutes, every seconds. And death is uncertain. Just because I'm healthy doesn't mean I cannot die tomorrow. I see many healthy people are dying. I see many healthy people are died. Just because I'm young, it doesn't mean I cannot die. I see many young people have died. When the time of my life ends, no matter what condition I am, healthy, unhealthy, poor, rich, death will come. Nothing and no one can stop it. I understand that death is reality of my life. I accept it. I will accept it, the death. The way I accept the life, I will accept the death too. I must use this life meaningful ways. I should not use this life for something that I'm going to leave behind. I must use this life for something that I can take with me after the death. I must not attach to this life concern only. I must think about next life as well. The death is real and death is coming. I can die any moment. Nothing, no one can protect me from it. Now slowly come back to the breathing. Keep focusing on the breathing. Breathe in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathe out, I know I'm breathing out. Just be aware of the breathing. Now, to our Namaste Mudra, and we will do dedications. Whatever merits we have gained by listening Dhamma and practicing Dhamma may become a cause of happiness for all sentient beings. May, because of my practice of Dhamma, bring peace and happiness to all sentient beings' life. May I achieve enlightenment soon. May I die without any regret, without any fear, but in peace and a compassionate heart. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas bless me. My wishes may come true soon. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now if you have any question, then can ask.
I have a question, Lama.
Yes, please.
First of all, thank you for the wonderful teaching. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. My question is regarding the, you made a comment about letting go of the temporary happiness of this life to have a life that never ends. You said
Yes.
something like this. Can you please tell us more about what this means?
Letting go of attachment toward this life means should not think of only about this life only. All I want is to have a good family, a good wife, a good bank balance, a few children, a few house. That's all my aim, my goal. I don't care about next life. I don't care about other things. If I'm happy now, if I'm peaceful now, that's enough for me. I don't care about next. Yeah, this means attaching to this life, concern about this life. When you have this kind of thoughts, it will not allow us to thinking of death, thinking of next life, or preparations, start preparation for next life as well. It will stop all kind of practices that help us to progress from inside, because we are satisfied whatever we have. Oh, I have a good job, I have a beautiful wife, beautiful family, everything's nice. Why I need to practice? Or practice only I need when I'm in sufferings. So I don't need to any practice. Yeah, this kind of mentality prevent us to practicing. So letting go this life concerns only help only this way, so we can have this life which has no death. We call it enlightenment. If you read the ancient stories, masters, they say search for deathless state. What is the deathless state? It's enlightenment. Is it means that once you become a Buddha and you don't die? Yeah, that's another case. Okay, let's say Lord Buddha also himself also passed away, right? What that means is that mean no died like us, that we don't die? No, like us we die also. But what's the difference, the awakening master dying and us dying? They understand, clearly understanding, reach their mind in the state where they clearly see, they make separate themselves from body and the mind. Understand? They reach in that state because deep meditations, deep reality awareness reach there where they clearly see the body is like a cloth. They take off the clothes, they see minds are behind, they make separate themselves and the body. Understand? Now we don't see it. We think of the body outside. That's the we see when we see when we hungry, when body hungry, we say I'm hungry. When body sick, we say I'm sick. When two legs are taking steps, we say I'm walking. I'm is everywhere in our body. We're so much stick with. We're so much believing that body is ourself. Even we say so, oh, I understand, but still we have this kind of attachment to our body, that I'm the body, deep there. So Buddha and Bodhisattvas, those awakening master, make themselves free, clearly understanding that body is no more themselves now. There's no attaching for them at all. They make all separate from them. So what they see, body is dying, body is dying, but they themselves pure awareness, which they make themselves free from attaching, or free from this ignorance where they see, where we believe the body is myself. All problem happens through where attaching to this body, attaching to this life. Okay, that's why we say meditation state, when you meditate, then you start to see that, I don't know if you have this experience. Okay, those who meditate, really meditate, like an hour a day, 2 hours a day, yeah, and those who join less maybe Vipassana for long times of meditations, they start feeling that they feel like they don't have a body. Sometimes they feel like they can go outside of their body. Understand? This is what I'm feeling. They feel like I have also experienced this type of thing, that if some big sword, if you take a sword and hit me, maybe this sword go through me, but it won't cut me. This kind of experience happens when you meditate in deep meditation. You don't feel your body at all. You feel like you are some kind of hollow man. What do you call hollow man? Okay, there's no form in you.
Oh, yeah.
All you feel is like a breathing, and slowly breathing also disappear. That you don't remember that you're breathing. It's not like you fall asleep. No, this pure awareness remain. All kind of objectness things start to disappear. Okay, and then when they reach the high state of samadhi, it's not possible. Death cannot reach there. That's what Master Milarepa said, that I reach there where death cannot reach. It means that Milarepa is still alive? No. What that mean? Because he reached that state with death down, no matter, doesn't make any difference. Doesn't bother reaching that state. Okay, we call samadhi state. Yes, sometimes we use samadhi state. But that's what it means, that, and only you reach in that state. How? By letting go of this life concern, giving up attachment of this life. Because for that, in order to have that, you must practice hard, focusedly and patiently. If you're too much attaching to this life, then that journey won't start. It's not possible. Okay, that's what I must explain. But once you die, let's say, and then you will reach in that state, in that another life, we say, okay, another enlightened life. Let's say Master Miller passed away, then what happened to him? He reached another life. So we call eternal life. That's how no. Once you reach in the nirvana, or let's reach in the enlightenment state after the parinirvana, yeah. Now you're reaching the pure life, which has no suffering, which is no death. And before that, if you achieve the high state of samadhi, death is not for you anymore. Okay, like this.
Is this Lamala, the last part that you explained? When Milarepa died, he's now has a pure life. Is
Yes.
this Nirmanakaya, Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, same thing, or?
Yes. Samadhi.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's very helpful. Yeah, very great. Does anybody else have questions for Lamala? I think you're muted.
So we have to somewhat practice being aware of those things, but somewhat detached, because could there be somewhat a strange obstacle of having a desire for that, or is that an okay thing to desire? Does that make sense?
So,
that question.
I didn't get your question. Could you repeat? Sorry.
Some people could become more fanatical, thinking too much about like an eternal life, and that could also affect practice in a weird way. Or is that something to desire? Is that
Yeah.
strange?
Yeah.
It's like healthy desire, unhealthy desire, or like be aware that the practice could lead to those states, but detached from the results of your practice, so it doesn't affect your practice in a negative way.
Sometimes we say it's like attaching toward or desire toward samsara pleasure is a negative desire. All you get is suffering in the end. Okay, desiring toward enlightenment, desiring toward great compassion, desiring toward great love, great wisdom is a positive desire. All you get at the end is a bliss, peace, and real happiness.
So it's okay
But,
to desire that.
but at the end, yeah, at the end, you have to give up all. At the end, you will be free from both, whether it's a positive desire, whether it be negative desires. But for now, it's a beginners. We need this positive desire. Oh, I really want this great compassion in my life. I want really great wisdom in my life. I want achieved enlightenment. This kind of desire you need in the beginning. Otherwise, your journey won't stop. Understand? It's like, and then when you reach enlightenment, then this kind of desire, this kind of thoughts also disappear. Okay, let's say, order to go to USA from Nepal, you take a plane. Yeah, because the plane is the plane, airplane take me the United States. Okay, in the beginning you need an airplane, yeah, to reach. Let's say let's example, okay, airplane. You take an airplane, you reach in the United States. After you United States, what are you gonna do? Oh, this plane is so nice to me. It took me to United States. Now I will not give up. What do you want to do now? You cannot do it. Now what do you do? Oh, thank you. After once you reach in the United States, then what do you say? Goodbye. Thank you. You come out from the airplane. Not you don't take the airplane. So what did airplane did to you? It took you to your destinations, yeah, United States. But once you reach there, you have to come out from it as well. So once you reach enlightenment, it's not like you give up the attachment toward enlightenment. In desire itself disappear. It's like making fire the wood. When you're making fire the wood, the fire burns the wood. Once the wood burns total, fire itself also dissolve. Understand? So you don't need to something to make it fire go away. When the wood finished, okay, fire burns wood, and when all woods are burned, all finished, then fire also slowly go away by itself. Okay, nice. Some master give example like the way iron cut iron, desire cut desires. Needle take out the needles. Let's say you go to the forest and some needle go into your feet. You need another needle to take out that needle which go inside your knee, inside your feet. Once the needle that goes inside your feet come out, then this needle that help you to take out that needle, you also throw away.
Thank you.
Okay, looks like no question. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, and happy to see you all again.
Thank you.
See you again soon. Okay.
Thank
So
you,
thank you.
Lama.
Thank you.
Whatever you.
Thank you, Lama.
Thank you, Lama. We
Have a-
appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Have a
Jason.
good night. Have a good
Thank
night.
you, Jason.
Thank you.
Have a good week, everybody. Bye.
Was it Justin?